There is such a thing as hearing about acts, hearing about an individual that's so repulsive, so heinous, that you find yourself wanting to get him, even if the charges don't necessarily correlate with what you're hearing. We're talking sex trafficking and racketeering, but you might have people up there that says, I don't give a damn about the specificity 100%. Of the charges. His behind need to be in jail. How do you ward that off?
Stephen A. Smith predicts Diddy going to lose in court. After Cassie revealed Diddy pregnant her, you heard it right, Stephen A. Smith has stepped into the ongoing legal drama between Cassie and Diddy, making a bold prediction that could shake up the entertainment world. It's difficult to believe, isn't it? But as more shocking revelations come to light, the stakes are higher than ever for Diddy. Before we dive into the details, make sure to subscribe to our channel for the latest updates on celebrity controversies, courtroom dramas, and everything in between. This story has it all. Allegations of abuse, courtroom testimonies, and a predicted downfall for one of the music industry's most iconic figures. Cassie, a former protege and partner of Diddy, has come forward with allegations that are as shocking as they are harrowing. Her testimony in court has painted a grim picture of their relationship, leading many to wonder if this could spell the end for Diddy's empire. Joining the discussion is none other than Stephen A. Smith, whose commentary during a recent podcast has added fuel to the fire. Smith's candid and sensational take on the case has left fans and critics buzzing. The courtroom was shrouded in a tense silence as Cassie took the stand to recount her experiences, detailing a series of harrowing incidents that left everyone present on edge. Her testimony was a pivotal moment, shining a spotlight on the alleged domestic violence and coercive control she endured during her relationship with the music mogul Diddy. It was clear from the outset that this wasn't just another legal proceeding. It was a narrative of resilience and vulnerability that sought to reveal the complex layers of a high-profile relationship gone awry. Cassie's vivid descriptions painted a stark picture, placing the jury directly in her shoes. She shared moments of emotional turmoil, alleged manipulation, and humiliation that not only shaped her life but became central to the case against Diddy. Legal experts, including CNN analyst Ellie Honig, highlighted the profound impact of her testimony. Honig described her account as credible and sympathetic, pointing to Cassie's ability to articulate her experiences with raw honesty and detail. For the jury and spectators alike, it was as if they were living those moments alongside her, a testament to the power of her words and the authenticity of her narrative. One of the most shocking revelations came when Cassie described the ways in which Diddy allegedly exerted control over her, both emotionally and psychologically. She recounted incidents where she felt powerless, trapped in a relationship where manipulation was a constant undertone. These allegations weren't just about isolated moments of discord. They painted a pattern of behavior designed to undermine her autonomy and self-worth. The testimony highlighted how even individuals in the public eye with wealth and fame can find themselves ensnared in cycles of abuse that are difficult to escape. The courtroom was particularly captivated by Cassie's account of a specific event that she claimed epitomized Diddy's alleged control. According to her, this incident was a turning point, a moment that crystallized the toxic dynamics of their relationship. While details of this event were not disclosed to the public, the weight of her words left an indelible mark on everyone present, underscoring the gravity of her accusations. Cassie's journey to the witness stand wasn't an easy one. It required immense courage to confront not just Diddy, but the societal pressures and potential backlash that come with speaking out against a powerful figure. Her decision to testify in this federal case was seen as a significant act of defiance against a culture that often silences victims. In many ways, her testimony was not just about seeking justice for herself, but also about giving a voice to others who might be suffering in silence. The impact of her words extended beyond the courtroom. As news of her testimony spread, it sparked conversations about domestic violence and coercive control, shedding light on issues often hidden behind closed doors. It was a moment that transcended the legal proceedings, resonating with individuals who saw their own struggles reflected in Cassie's story. Her willingness to share her truth became a rallying cry for empowerment, reminding the world that even in the face of immense adversity, one voice can inspire change.
Discuss the trial is CNN legal analyst extraordinaire Ellie Honig.
The defense has taken a calculated approach, focusing on reframing the narrative around the charges brought against Diddy. Rather than outright denying allegations of troubling behavior, their strategy has been to separate those actions from the legal definitions of federal crimes, such as racketeering or sex trafficking. This nuanced defense acknowledges Diddy's controversial past but argues that his actions, while morally questionable, do not meet the stringent criteria required for a conviction under federal law. This distinction is pivotal to their case and reflects a broader strategy aimed at discrediting the charges without necessarily disputing all of Cassie's claims. During a segment with Stephen A. Smith, CNN legal analyst Ellie Honig succinctly articulated the defense's argument.
Abusive of Cassie. However, the defense argued that is not what he's charged with, and they're right. This is not a domestic violence case. This is not an assault case. It is a federal racketeering conspiracy and sex trafficking.
This statement underscores the defense's reliance on legal technicalities, aiming to demonstrate that while Diddy's actions may raise ethical questions, they do not rise to the level of federal criminality. By doing so, the defense seeks to shift the focus of the trial from the emotional weight of the allegations to the precise legal definitions governing the charges. However, as Stephen A. Smith pointed out, the optics of the case pose a significant challenge to this approach. The emotional resonance of Cassie's testimony, delivered while visibly pregnant, adds a layer of poignancy that may influence the jury's perception. Her presence on the stand serves as a stark contrast to the defense's attempt to downplay the gravity of the situation, creating a compelling visual narrative that could overshadow legal arguments. Smith's observation highlights the interplay between the legal framework of the case and the emotional undertones that often play a critical role in jury deliberations. The defense has also attempted to redirect attention to the complexities of the relationship between Diddy and Cassie, suggesting that the allegations may be part of a broader pattern of conflict rather than clear-cut criminal behavior. This line of reasoning seeks to introduce doubt about the intent behind certain actions, framing them as disputes that, while harmful, do not constitute organized criminal activity. By doing so, the defense hopes to undermine the prosecution's case and create ambiguity in the minds of the jurors. Nonetheless, the defense's strategy is not without its risks. Attempting to draw a fine line between unethical behavior and criminality may inadvertently highlight the very actions they seek to downplay. Moreover, the public's perception of the case, fueled by media coverage and the emotional impact of Cassie's testimony, could influence the jury, making it harder for the defense to separate the legal from the personal. As the trial unfolds, the effectiveness of this strategy will hinge on the jury's ability to focus on the specifics of the law amidst the emotionally charged atmosphere of the courtroom. Stephen A. Smith made a striking prediction about the trial's outcome during a heated discussion, delving into the intricacies of the case and its broader implications.
The only person who was ever indicted, he's the only person to sit at the defense table and look for his defense team to say, they're overkilling this. They're telling you the man was a one-man criminal enterprise. And I think prosecutors are going to respond and say, you bet, that is what we're saying.
You know, jurors on the stand yesterday.
Smith's analysis highlights the interplay between the courtroom and the court of public opinion. He emphasized that while the trial hinges on the legal definitions of the charges, the emotional weight of the testimony and the public's reaction could heavily influence the jury. Cassie's vivid recounting of her experiences has already captured widespread attention, painting a powerful narrative that goes beyond legal jargon. Smith pointed out that Diddy's celebrity status, while an asset in many circumstances, has become a double-edged sword. The intense scrutiny on the trial magnifies every detail, leaving little room for ambiguity. The jury is not just evaluating evidence, let's say. They are absorbing a story that resonates deeply with societal issues of power dynamics, coercion, and abuse. Smith's prediction underscores the gravity of the situation for Diddy. The uphill battle he referred to is not merely about disproving the charges, but also about countering the emotional and societal weight of the allegations. This convergence of law, emotion, and perception makes the case unique and potentially groundbreaking. According to Smith, the trial's outcome could set a precedent not only for the legal system, but for the entertainment industry as a whole, marking a pivotal moment in how celebrity power is held accountable in the public eye. The case has extended far beyond the confines of the courtroom, firmly embedding itself in the realm of public discourse. The court of public opinion has, in many ways, already delivered a verdict. Social media platforms have become a battleground for debates, with a significant portion of users voicing support for Cassie and commending her courage for coming forward. Others remain skeptical, but the overwhelming sentiment has tilted in favor of her bravery and the impact of her testimony. Stephen A. Smith addressed this phenomenon during a critical analysis, noting that even though the jury is instructed to focus strictly on the evidence presented, they are not entirely insulated from societal pressures.
It's going to be a female defense lawyer who cross-examines her. I mean, if they send a male to cross-examine her, that is malpractice. And, you have to go after the prosecution's key witness. You have to be pointed and aggressive, but you also don't want to come across as being
Smith's observation highlights the human element that permeates even the most structured legal proceedings. Jurors, despite their best efforts to remain impartial, are part of the same society that is closely following the trial. They are exposed to the prevailing narratives and the widespread media coverage that paints the case as more than just a legal battle. It's a cultural moment addressing themes of power, control, and accountability. The compelling nature of Cassie's testimony and the flood of public support she has received create an atmosphere where perception might influence the decision-making process. In high-profile cases like this, the line between legal and emotional arguments often blurs, leaving an indelible impact on how the jury interprets the evidence. This dynamic underscores the intricate interplay between legal frameworks and societal values, demonstrating how public opinion can shape not just the narrative, but potentially the outcome of a case with profound implications. This case transcends the boundaries of a single courtroom, spotlighting deeper, systemic issues within the entertainment industry. While Diddy's trial primarily revolves around his alleged personal actions, it also serves as a microcosm of the broader challenges that have long plagued the music business: power imbalances, abuse, and the lack of accountability for influential figures. Cassie's decision to come forward, despite the risks and scrutiny, is emblematic of a shift that has been brewing in recent years. Her courage in sharing her experiences could act as a catalyst, empowering others who have remained silent out of fear of retaliation or disbelief. The entertainment industry, historically shrouded in a culture of silence and complicity, is facing increasing demands for transparency and justice. If Cassie's testimony ignites a domino effect, it could lead to more individuals stepping forward with their own stories, challenging the entrenched norms of an industry that has often prioritized profit and power over accountability. Such a movement has the potential to reshape the music business, forcing it to confront uncomfortable truths and implement meaningful changes to protect artists and employees alike. Moreover, the public and media attention surrounding the case amplifies its significance. It underscores the urgent need for systemic reforms, including stricter policies against harassment and abuse, more robust support systems for victims, and a cultural shift that prioritizes respect and equity. This trial is more than a legal proceeding. It's a cultural reckoning. Whether or not it leads to a conviction, the broader implications could redefine the way the entertainment industry operates, setting a precedent for accountability and creating a safer, more inclusive environment for future generations. Cassie's bravery might mark the beginning of a transformative era in an industry that has too often resisted change. What do you think? Is Stephen A. Smith's prediction accurate, or is there still a chance for Diddy to turn the tides? The courtroom may decide Diddy's fate, but the conversations we have today could influence the future of the entire entertainment industry.